music here. That's just intro music.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to our warped world. Well, Mark's having a little issue with my itinerary. It's not itinerary. What's it called?
We had our first staff meeting last night, and Jim made it's almost like a actor check sheet or whatever you want.
There was no intro music on this sheet, so
I didn't know where to go either. It didn't say intro music.
I just figured out how to put the intro music back on the board. So.
But how come it didn't say intro music
for 30 seconds?
I'm just wondering, we're sticking to this, right? So I'm just trying to see. Okay. It's very cute. We're going to put a picture on Facebook of Jim's itinerary is what we're going to do.
These guys think it's just, fancy equipment, and which isn't, I mean.
Fancy. Okay. It's just going to fancy equipment.
It's all equipment. It takes work, but it tries to organization, oh, fuck.
That's organization.
Yeah,
Edit here. Edit here.
Oh, yeah, I got to get the
This isn't on the itinerary.
No, we're getting off. All right. So
hi, everybody. Line 2. What have you been up to?
Say hello to people.
Hi, people.
You guys are gonna see it. We're getting better, guys. We have.
No, we're not.
We have.
Every attempt to get better just makes it worse.
All right, so we won't make any more fun of this until later. Because we're going to. But hello, everybody.
We're only on line 2.
Yes.
Okay, here we are. So, what have you been up to, Mark?
Me, I've launched a full-scale investigation. I hired a detective team to try to find where my damn, cushion went. I've got a detective on the case. I'm going to find out what the hell happened to my damn cushion. If you brought my cushion or took it, no questions asked, just bring it back. That's all I want. That's all. I've lost 555 cushion.
And you'll get a $5 Starbucks gift card.
No, seriously, but no, I didn't get my cushion back. And this week has been, I don't know, kind of quietly for vacation next week. So, we're, me and the wife taking a cruise. So we're a little excited to go down to Miami for a couple days.
Very cool, man.
It's going to rain the whole time, so we'll see.
Are you sure it's going to rain? I mean, it's raining now. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll stop.
We pulled up the 10-day, and it's just 60%, 70%, 80%. And it's even got its own little ticker on the bottom of CNN. I'm like, that ain't good if it's making CNN, but although they cover anything, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
so it is.
They're probably making it up. It's fake news.
That's it. But no, besides that, I'm excited about our year show coming up here in about a month.
Wait.
Oh,
wow,
is that on?
You did not read the itinerary.
Oh my God. Okay, sorry. Oh, that's way down on the list. Okay, sorry about that. But no, it's going to be a fun-filled week. This week wasn't that fun. So Kayla, since we're not done, we can't go off that.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you do?
We had my cousin's baby shower, so I spent all damn day one day just getting all the final things done. We got it all set up, and then she was born 2 days later.
Nice.
She was born 2 days later, incidentally, on my brother's and my mother's birthday.
Nice. Which is?
The 12th, Monday.
So I will say that TikTok did this thing.
Ticker talker. That's what I call it.
That's
Ticker talker.
what Mark calls it. Y'all know what it is. So if you use TikTok that it has this generated algorithm kind of thing. Before they announced that they were having this baby, mine kept saying, "You're getting a baby girl." And I said, "Not from me. Not from me anytime, anywhere." And then at some point it said a grandmother figure is sending you a baby girl. And I said, wow. What the hell is she planning up there? Because I don't got nothing. Like, she better not be planning this for me. A couple months later at Christmas, they announced that they're having a baby. And I said, okay, didn't think about it. Didn't think anything about it. A couple months later, they did the gender reveal. It was a girl. I was like, okay. And then now to find out that she was born on said grandmother's birthday.
Wow, that's a good coincidence. That's a cool story. That is a cool story.
Take that as you will. So.
No, but I like how you. No, that's a pretty cool story. I like that.
But anyway, so what did you do, Ted? Because that's all I did.
No, I thought that's a great story.
I worked in the office most of the week. I did get to go to Sedona. I got a road trip up to Sedona for a signing, and just love being up there. It was a very quick turnaround, but got to see some, the sights and sounds of Sedona. Honk, honk, beep, beep. That'll be $8 for this drink, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, pretty much.
The sounds of Sedona.
I don't know if I could retire there.
It's too crowded now.
It's not like what I know. They still haven't done the big. They won't let any big conglomerates. I mean, Walmart's car, you can't get in. You got to drive down to whatever the valley is or whatever it is. So, I mean, so I like that they still done that, but I don't know.
And the roundabouts. I hate roundabouts.
Main Street is packed. Every time you go, there's cars everywhere you can.
Yeah,
it's $40 to park.
It's
so
just
I'm like,
no fun.
Yeah.
I don't.
But
like
anyways, that's not on the itinerary either. So we got to talk about it. I don't respect.
No, the whole
Sedona.
The whole purpose of the itinerary is to give us points to talk about. I don't want to write a script.
Okay.
Dick.
You could have fooled me. It actually says, Kayla, talk now. I mean,
So what's coming up? Was that a question or?
I'm not sure, Kayla. What do you think should be coming up next?
Okay, next line's line. Fuck you both.
Oh, mine doesn't say that.
Yeah, that's mine. I have the master copy.
Oh, okay. We see how this works. So,
have you noticed? I really thought that between her fucks on her Instagram page and your just general crudeness, but I'm the one that cusses the most on this show.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I don't say fuck as much as y'all think I do.
I don't.
When you're drinking, you do.
I'm just crude. I don't really say.
Yeah, I'm the
really
one
talk.
I'm the one that drops the f-bombs the most on the show. I know that. I'm the first one to ever cuss.
Well,
on the
except
show,
for
too.
Our groupie saying this fucking sucks. I mean,
Why the fuck am I here?
Why
the fuck did I marry him?
Yes,
30 fucking years
my
together.
fucking life sucks. We hear that a lot, but that just doesn't make the cut. But no, but I didn't know that.
Yeah, I noticed that with editing that I am the one that cusses the most. So I apologize for my language. Not really, but that's what the script says.
We shouldn't be apologizing for anything on this show. Nobody listens anyways.
The 12 people that listen, I am sorry. Fuck off.
What are we at? We're at over 1,056, you said?
1,064 downloads.
So our goal, we talked about this in the staff meeting last night that you weren't there, by the way.
Yeah.
So by the end
Lucky
of
you.
July, we would like 1,250 downloads. We think that would be great. And then another goal would be to double that by the end of the next year.
Wow, wait, 12. I thought we said 1,250 by the end of the year.
No, 1,250 by the end of July.
You want us to get 200,
Yes,
almost
I'm gonna
200
put it-
downloads.
Yes, in the next month. I'm going to push it.
All right.
The
Let's see what you
itinerary
can do.
says.
Yeah, the itinerary says we lost.
Well,
9.
we are coming up on our 1 year anniversary. So we are.
Yay.
I have to get better at working the buttons.
Yes,
in the
that
staff
was
meeting.
in the staff meeting too. So.
We are coming up on our 1 year anniversary. We're going to have a little party, have a lot of former guests on.
We're not going to do it. It's too hot in Arizona. We're not doing it outside, but we are going to move it back into the bigger studio. We downsized into Studio A. We'll move back into Studio T for that show, so everybody can fit. And it was going to probably be a 2-day setup. You won't, of course. For all you do is just come in and sit down. But me and Jim will have to. There's a lot.
Are we
going
to try to do Facebook Live again?
We should vote right now on it. I wouldn't mind doing another Facebook Live, and let's work the kinks out. And
Yeah, as long as we focus on it. And I understand the Christmas party. You had a party to host, and I get it. But if we can focus on it, I think it's a good idea.
yeah, if it was just doing Facebook, what do you think?
I don't necessarily care.
Oh,
Well,
Wah.
did you expect
thank you,
anything
everybody.
else?
Good night, Phoenix. Good night, Phoenix.
All right. Well, anyway, coming up on our 1 year anniversary, that'll be we're going to record that on
Dr.
July 14th.
Weed's going to be on.
Dr.
Dave's
Weed,
going to be
Dave,
on.
special guest Dave.
Andrea filled in. Our coach.
Everyone,
C. I mean,
whoever
we're
we
hoping.
can, whoever we can dig out of the woodwork that is still speaking to us after being on our show.
And we got some great guests. Actually, book coming up. I've got actually a 34-year teacher coming on. In the next couple of weeks to go ahead and talk about teaching over the years.
I actually think after we talk about that, I think that would be interesting how teaching has gone for 34 years.
Oh, yeah, it's
from
gonna be great.
Back in the 90s till now.
He's a good dude, and I think he'll be really interesting for us and everything else. And I'm going on. If you guys know anyone on OnlyFans, hit us up on Facebook because I would like to do an interview with an OnlyFans. So if anybody out there knows it,
Let me ask, what do you want to know from an OnlyFans?
I want to know how they're generating money, how long it took them to make the money. I want them to know what made them decide to quit their job. There's a lot of stuff that I mean, it's the new porn industry is really what it is.
Right.
So I want to know what made. I mean, I want a success and a non-success story because there's got to be a ton of them out there that aren't successful or like us have 1,100 downloads in over a year. But the other ones that are being successful that are doing whatever. So I'm more into the business aspect of what made them decide,
all right.
how that works and everything. Of course, I'm going to add my own little 2 cents of kink in.
there we go.
But I do want to kind of know how the whole industry works and how people are starting to do that now and what the views are changing with the millennials, Generation Xers on porn and stuff like that, because it's really changed now.
Right.
I mean,
how much you have to drink or smoke to get
yeah.
started.
Do you? I
Yeah.
mean, is it like a typical like when we just went to the nudie bar? Most girls there had daddy issues or freaking drank or smoke, and we're up there doing it. So I want to know if this is, I'm sure there's that fair share. I'm sure there's the good and bad of the whole industry. So I'm interested to know the good and the bad of the
All
whole
right.
industry.
Well, the call has been put out. If you know of someone who's on OnlyFans, we'd like to talk to them.
And if you found my cushion, let me know. That's a 1-800 number cushion.
Doink, doink.
Because that's what I want. We're going to talk about this till it comes back. You can do whatever you want and give me dirty looks. You probably took my cushion. You're probably the one that took my cushion.
There never was a cushion out there.
There was a cushion out there.
I think you're going delusional and you need help.
Oh, yeah. Our appearance on Who Will Save Generation X. That's a little trivia podcast that I found that I really enjoy. Mark and I are going to be contestants on it.
We are
battling each other.
We are, and he'll probably beat me because he's a plethora of
left
useless
the talent
knowledge.
out.
No, you're going to be. I was thinking you'd be sitting with me and Andrew be sitting with him, and then all four of us can battle each other. So yeah, we're looking forward to be on that. We're just waiting to hear back. We had to fill out some surveys so they can kind of tailor the game towards our interest to make it so we both don't look stupid.
Don't give any spoilers.
Oh, well, no, there is no spoiler.
It's fun, but you guys should listen to it. I listen. It's a good little podcast. It's fun.
Who Will Save Gen X? The podcast. They have a Facebook group too. Kayla, you went to dinner. You got dinner.
So I saw I saw it somewhere first, and then TikTok sent me the ad, of course. So Jack in the Box came out with a new Munchie Meal, which I am a fan of the old Munchie Meals. I don't like the new setup of them. But Snoop Dogg, I guess, has paired up with Jack in the Box to make his own Munchie Meal again, because I guess they were tailored around him in the first place, which I didn't know that.
Well, it's for stoners. You know that.
Well, yeah. So I went the other night because I was interested to see what it was. And as she rang up my order, she hands me a car air freshener. And I said, oh, that's cute. That's not a Jack Ball, but okay. This thing says that
Jack Ball.
Okay, well, let's talk about the Munchie Meal first. It's your standard chicken taco thing, or what did you say it was?
I don't even know. It was like a hot dog bun that had like chicken tenders in it, and then it was like ranch and cheese, and it was just like a loaded chicken thing.
And let's preface this: she does not smoke.
Yes, she does
and
not smoke.
So, as a non-smoker, how would you rank it?
I didn't care for it.
Okay.
I didn't care for it because it was in the hot dog bun. I don't like hot dog buns.
After this show, we're going there, and I'm going to order it, and I will give it. We'll come back on, and we'll decide what I'm going to vote it on. So
It's called DoorDash now.
Yeah,
that's a great idea.
Get one sent here. So yeah, and then it comes with like a taco, and then it came with a brownie, which the brownie was actually like a decent sized brownie for frickin' fast food.
How cool if Snoop put.
That's what I had wondered.
That would be great.
I had wondered at some point. I was like, "Am I gonna die from this?" But I didn't think that was legal. So
Yeah, no, that's not legal.
but yeah, no.
So then the Happy Meal toy was.
It was an air freshener that is Jack's face with some cool sunglasses, and it says it's Purple Haze air freshener.
We're opening this up, and if it smells like it, I am going to send a thank you
All
letter.
right, so let's let our non-smokers know.
Purple Haze is a very. It's just been around forever. If you're a pot smoker, you know what Purple Haze is. I mean, it's just one of the original. If we had Dr. Weed on, he'd talk all day about it. So,
I think it's grape.
It says on the package, this may smell like Purple Haze, but it's just an air freshener. Don't eat it or burn it.
Then if you know Snoop's a big. I bet you it smells like weed because those whole Munchie dinners are geared towards stoners at 2 a.m.
Yeah, but who would want to smell that?
Stoners! Yes, dear God!
I'm sorry. That's the reason I don't smoke pot is the smell. I cannot stand the smell of
you
pot.
miss out so
No,
much.
it's terrible.
There's other ways now, Jim.
I know, but that's what's kept me this long. Is that
how long does it take you to open a damn air freshener?
It does have child protective coating on it or something. Kayla's having trouble with the wrapper.
This is as much as anticipation of the Mountain Dew watermelon we drank last week.
I don't think it smells like it. I think
You're smelling wrapper.
No, I smell the inside. That doesn't smell.
We're taking it out. Okay.
Oh, he took it all the way out of the package.
No, I think Jim's right. It's more grapey.
I see.
Grapey.
Yeah, I mean, Purple Haze is going to be a little. I mean, but it smells a little
I'm gonna
great.
turn down.
It does not.
I'm going to turn
smell
on
like,
Kayla's headphones, so I'm about to sniff.
guys. We hate to let you know it doesn't smell like weed.
Yeah, it definitely does not smell like marijuana at all.
no.
So I'm really glad.
Wah, wah,
I mean, it is kind of disappointing that they make it really seem like it is going to smell like that, and then it doesn't.
It's a great marketing ploy, though.
Yeah, no,
but you know what? It would suck is if they said, "Do you want the Purple Haze thing for $1?" or something, try to sell it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it's a great little marketing thing. I'll give it that. So
yeah, no,
take a picture of on your itinerary, Jim.
I'm going to take care of two things. I'm taking a picture of the.
Oh yeah, the packet. So is it like at every Jack in the Box now, or
Yeah, from what I know, it's just every
they're
Jack
just
in the
giving away
Box,
2
and then
million
probably,
Purple Haze?
It's probably like
Okay, yeah. To me, it just smells like they tried to put grape flavoring or grape scent onto cardboard. I smell the cardboard.
Yeah,
more
that's
than the grape.
kind of what it is.
So we will have a picture of the itinerary and the Purple Haze air. I don't want to call it freshener.
Now, if you're a smoker and you blow weed smoke onto it, I think, and then hang it up, I think would be pretty good. To be honest with you, I might give that a try later. That's what I'll do. I'll probably go to the backyard, blow real weed on it.
Mark's got a new
up,
product.
so.
He's just going to be sitting there blowing on air fresheners all night.
they never said anything about it. So when she handed it to me, I was like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Nice.
And then I read
It's
it.
a free
and I was
gift. It is. I like what Jim said. It's a McDonald's
think
toy.
the
whatever.
graphics is cool as far as Jack with the sunglasses on. And
It looks
everything.
like an old '80s video game.
Yeah, it does look like an 80s video game, but it doesn't smell
For
like anything.
$14, it was not.
It
worth
was
it.
Whoa.
the Munchie Meal was $14.
Yes, it was.
You paid for the name.
Yeah, no,
They
100%.
used to be like $3.99
No,
or something.
6, 7, maybe 8, but
The
not
month-
14.
$14.
they
That
used
better
to
have real
be
fucking weed in that cookie.
$6 or $7.
Do you know what I can get at Taco Bell for 14? I can get 12 bean burritos
No,
or
you
whatever. No,
cannot.
not anymore. They're
Anyway, so yeah, no, for the $14 for me, it was not worth it. It was the
Wow.
brownie was really good. That was
it better
probably the
physically
best part.
come with weed for $14 is what I'm saying, because that is freaking ridiculous. Okay, well, my God. On that note, I think, Jesus, I don't know if I might just boycott Jack in the Box
I
altogether.
know that's kind of shocking. That's a little bit. It's summertime. It is mid-June, mid to late June.
It
Early
is.
late June.
It's
Yes,
mid-June.
sometime. So I was going flipping through stuff and found these are actual complaints from Thomas Cook's Vacations. Thomas Cook's Vacations is a travel agent. They book vacation things. So these are some
Travis Cook.
Thomas.
Thomas Cook, okay.
But I found some
His
of
son,
these.
Travis.
I found some of these funny. These are actual complaints that Thomas Cook received from people that they booked their vacations through them. Number 1, they should not allow topless sunbathing on the beach. It was very distracting to my husband who just wanted to relax.
See, girls don't get that,
Yeah.
but guys get that great. That's what I like about my wife. She points out other ladies' boobs for me. I love it. I mean, she doesn't realize that I've seen them 20 minutes before, but it's cute when she points them out.
All right. And I'm not giving these any particular order, and we're not going to go through all of them. We went on holiday to Spain, and I had a problem with the taxi drivers as they were all Spanish. First of all,
I feel like that's racist.
yeah, it's a little racist. And what the hell did you expect? Of course, you can go to New York and probably get that too.
You probably can. That's racist. Now that was
okay.
right. Now that was right. So, edit here.
Nah.
Nah, we're okay on that. So
The beach was too sandy. We had to clean everything out when we returned to our room.
I hate that.
it is a pet peeve. I'm gonna. You know what? I understand what you're saying, but everybody listening to us right out there, thanks, Mom, is saying, yeah, that sucks when you're coming out and you're full of sand.
I understand Dad's side of it, but also like there needs to be some sort of like concrete or something that when you go, it just takes the sand.
Well, they have
from
the outside showers.
Even then, though, you have to walk all the way over there to do that, and then they're fucking sandy.
Well, it's sand coming off people in an outdoor
So
shower.
then you just get sandier.
It's a beach. What the hell?
But I get the complaint because So you want like some super machine? You come out of the thing and it just.
Yeah, I want an air dryer like for your hands,
like the car wash. The last part of the car wash. You just go through.
Okay. To point out that, Thomas Cook Vacations, usually, probably the Caribbean or something.
Did Thomas Cook pay you? Because that's like the
I was gonna
ninth time
say,
you said Thomas Cook.
No,
Is this sponsored?
Thomas Cook.
No,
did I tell you Thomas Cook?
This is where we cite our references so they don't sue us.
And that would be Thomas Cook.
That would be Thomas Cook.
Not
okay.
sponsored.
Read something. It's not about the fancy setup. Anyway.
Still not sponsored.
No one told us that there would be fish in the water. The children were scared. Again.
Well, if it was a pool, then
Yeah, that's why I had to stay. This was Caribbean, ocean, stuff like that. So.
Okay.
See, you got to specify.
Right. Oh, this one I love. This is for the.
If it was coming out the tap water.
This is for the chef. Well, that's true. Okay, I get your point on that one. Okay. Holy shit! A fish came out of the sink. This is for you chefs out there. Although the brochure said there was a fully equipped kitchen, there was no egg slicer in the drawer.
What's an egg slicer?
You don't
A
know
knife.
what egg slicer. But there is a real egg slicer. You actually
So it's not a fully equipped kitchen without the egg slicer. Use a knife.
they do only cost about $1.99.
Use a knife, dumbass. Jesus.
I don't even on my hard-boiled eggs. I just eat them. I don't even cut them in half. Do you
I'm
guys?
googling this in this moment.
And here the Britons are pissed off again. English are pissed off again.
They're coming.
It took us 9 hours to fly home from Jamaica to England. It took the Americans only 3 hours. Doesn't seem fair.
That's pretty bad. You do geography, right?
No, I
you know
failed
how
it.
that works. I mean,
I'm sorry. Another problem with Spanish people is I wonder if it's the same person. When we were in Spain, there were too many Spanish people there. The receptionist spoke Spanish. The food was Spanish. No one told us there'd be so many foreigners.
I hate when that happens. When I go to a foreign country, someone's homeland.
Oh, and I'm going to end on this one because this one's great. This is great. My fiance and I requested 2 twin beds when we booked, but instead were placed in a room with a king bed. We now hold you responsible and want to be reimbursed for the fact that I became pregnant. This wouldn't have happened if you put us in the room we booked.
if I'm a guy, you have to make that suggestion. Let's get twin beds. But if they actually take you up on it, the date's over, guys. The date is over.
It wasn't even a date. That was their fiance.
I
And
know,
what if
but
they're
I'm just-
very religious or?
Yeah,
The date's over.
If they're waiting for their wedding night,
even if
which
you're
is
saying
fine,
I'm very religious, the date's
but
over.
you're gonna sue Thomas Cook. I wasn't paid.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. You're gonna sue them because you got pregnant. That's
I get it, and I went off a little tangent there, but I never understood the twin beds.
that's ridiculous.
Get your own room.
So I don't go on vacations. I don't.
Hey, listen, vacations were fun. We're good. So you're going the negative. What I wanted to go towards was family vacations and stuff you kind of did.
No, I mean, as a kid, I had great ones. Not
so
much
you
as a-
start. Go ahead. What
Well,
were some of your
my
family?
most epic vacation resembled the movie to the point where we were moving out here to Arizona. So we took like 10 days to drive out here and went to every Ball of Twine, House of Mud.
That'd be kind of
everything
See, that'd be
out
kind of
here.
fun.
World's largest yogurt.
Oh,
Yeah.
they have the-
No, I mean, we
largest
went
yogurt.
I think we went to Opryland in Tennessee. We went to Six Flags in St. Louis. We spent 2 days in St. Louis. We spent a day at the Arch, going up in the Arch, and then we went to Six Flags the next day. Spent another whole day in Colorado, driving around the mountains up there or something like that. We just took a long time to get here, but it was the most epic, saw the country.
Cool.
And we didn't take the straight line that we normally, 22 hours there. Down to Tennessee, up to Missouri, over to Colorado, down back, circle.
Hey, Macarena.
Yeah, we took a long.
Your summer vacations as a kid. What do you? I mean.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah, well, yeah. And
Sorry.
it doesn't just have to be your mom and dad here that you do with. I mean, do you remember any summer vacations that you had fun with? And
As a family, I don't feel like we really did any. We ended up they blah blah blah. They took me to New York in that same fashion. That Dad, Grampy, Katie, and I all jumped in a car and drove from here all the way up there.
Yeah, that was a straight shot, though. You didn't get to see much, but
Yeah,
we had some fun in New York. Yeah.
I still remember going to like Oklahoma and
Oh,
whatever.
You're right. You know what?
and
You're right. We did go to the Oklahoma.
the bombing
the bombing.
thing. That was traumatic.
Yeah.
That was traumatic for an 8-year-old.
The exciting fun Jim takes his daughter to.
Yeah. Next, we're going to the 9/11 memorial.
I learned about some dramatic shit when I was 8. So I remember doing that, and I mean, that was fun. But for summer vacations, because I mean, we were there for that whole summer, and then Mom flew in, and then we all came back at some point. That's the only real summer vacation I remember us really doing.
Yeah, I mean, we've taken, weekend trips or whatever, but nothing major. No, we just, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same boat. I mean, we did the Grand Canyon as a family. I remember that. So, and then we did Disneyland. But I mean, that was about where it stopped. I mean, I was like 10, I think, the last family vacation.
I've been to Disneyland a couple of times, but we went. I don't know if there's summer vacations or spring break vacations.
But I know there's families that, every year at a sprawling, lake house or whatever, and all their friends and family town. I mean, so there's that's another thing I'd like to know, really good fan. Is there anything that our listeners do every summer that they got to do, or that they have fun stuff? Because our stories were pretty lax. There was, yours was the Holocaust Museum, 9/11, and the Oklahoma City. So, I mean, I'm like, oh my God, okay. So there's got to be better stories. But we didn't really do. So I'm wondering if the days of the family vacations now with the money and everything are kind of over, or are people doing their own thing here? I mean,
like when we talk about going away, we've got to deal with who's going to watch the dog. Is the house going to be okay? And we've gotten so much the home bodies that we just don't.
Well, that's
an
age thing.
Yeah, as we got older.
But you couldn't do that when your kids are 5 and 6.
No,
you took Fido with you half the time.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah,
I feel horrible. I didn't take you on these vacations.
But I think I think a lot of families probably don't do any.
Well,
I mean,
when I was a kid, we spent all of our time. We had a trailer up at Lake Ontario, and we would go up there for the entire week.
See, now that's a story, though.
Yeah,
that's something. That's what I was saying.
But that, to me, that wasn't camping. That was just going to the summer house up on the lake.
My wife's parents had a cabin on the lake that they would go to every summer, and she says that's some of her best memories of driving the boat up there, pontoon boat and stuff like that. So there are people that do this a lot, but it looks like just the three of us took you to that.
Well, Carla, as a kid, you went to the Pima Air Museum.
The spaces of air.
The Pima Air Museum.
The Pima Air Museum. If you Gen Xers remember the movie Can't Buy Me Love, he took that girl to the airplane graveyard. The airplane graveyard is the Pima Air Museum, and it's just a bunch of derelict old planes just all parked end to end. But I'd love to go there just to walk around.
I remember if we had to do stay-ins, we went to the drive-in, and so we would. And now they don't even have so during the summer you would. Well, it was usually too late for double features because the sun didn't ever go down until 9 o'clock, so the drive-in couldn't even start. But we did that as a family. We'd go, I remember, a couple times, and then we always did it just as friends. We
during the summers, we always stayed at Joey's. We never stayed at your house or my house, but we were always staying over each other's house or whatever, and then it was just to the game room on Tuesdays or the movies on Tuesdays and the game room and the pool.
Yeah, so I wasn't really big.
I remember when I was 15 and had to go back to New York. I was dragged back to New York, and I didn't want to go. And I was there for 2 or 3 weeks, maybe longer. I don't know. I regret that one. I wish I would have had more fun back there. But
well, you were also too little. You left too little to have lifelong friends from Syracuse, right? I mean, you still have one or two.
I still got one. I still got one that I still. And I haven't even talked to him in years, but I would still consider a friend. I'm sure I could call him up when I got there, but I left when I was 10, so I really don't have a whole lot of.
I think it always just depends on the dynamic of the family too, because I know my cousins, they were always, they had soccer or they had this or that, so they were going all over the place in the summer because they had so many different family members in different areas.
That is true. If you've got a child that's excelling in one sport during the summer, they're probably traveling all over to tournaments and doing all kinds of stuff. So you're doing a little bit different on that. Yeah, that's a good point. I guess it does compare on the dynamic, and I guess it does hate to say it, it comes down to money.
Yeah, no, 100%.
If you're having a welfare freaking summer, you're not going. I mean, you're not going anywhere big or anything like that. So I get that.
But I've got some friends who made their backyard their vacation spot. They don't really like to go away, so they made their backyard their vacation spot.
I'm one of them.
You're in the process of doing it to yours. Yours is going to end up being your vacation spot.
It really
there
will
be no need to leave yours. And some people are like that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love going out, but now it's to the point where I'm basically hanging out with the same 10 people. Yeah. We all basically, if we go to the bar, we're not meeting anybody anymore. So it's like, why are we just not meeting people's backyards and rotating?
I've always been backyard fire pit. Why spend the money at the bar? What you buy one drink, you can buy 12 pack.
I mean, I met a lot of good friends that I still talk to at bars and stuff like that. But I mean, it's here nor there. I mean, I understand all the dynamics of Christmas vacations and summer vacations, and I'd like to hear some. I'd like to hear some really good ones. I mean, if you're one of those families that does every summer at Cape Cod or whatever like that, I think.
What are some of the movies like? What was Dirty Dancing? Was some summertime thing at the lodge?
Yeah,
or
that was the
like
hoity-toity.
Yeah, do people still go away for a month and stuff like that, or is it? I don't know.
I know in overseas Europe and stuff, their vacations are scheduled for a month at a time. You get a month vacation, and you take 1 month off. That's what you do.
I would love that. I can't even get a day off.
But it's scheduled in your and it's a lot of countries in Europe that they think you have a month off.
See, even now, to go camping, I'll go for a night. I don't want to go for the weekend. I mean, shit. Even when you and I went. We went up for the night, and I was ready to come home the next day. We went for a walk in the morning.
If I've got a log cabin,
that was 20 years ago. We were in tents.
Toilets. I'm gonna
we were in tents or whatever. But I don't know. I guess I just would rather be home.
That's our age.
I'm in the sense of I'm not going dry camping for multiple days.
No, exactly.
We leave Friday, get up there Friday night. We're there Saturday, and we come home Sunday, kind of thing. If we're having an RV or cabin or anything like that, let's stay for a couple days. But even then, I don't really hike or go and do things.
But it was easier when you had at Country Thunder 4 days of the RV.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, sure. Exactly. I imagine it would be.
So you could do 4 days, I would think, up north. I mean,
if I had a whole setup, ultimately I sat in the damn thing.
That.
If we were able to bring the dog and I didn't have to worry about the house or anything like that, then I could see it.
A lot of my vacations as I've gotten older is very just, we're leaving at this time on this day and we're coming back this day. I don't have a job currently, or really, I guess we did with North Carolina, but even then, I don't have the time off that a lot of people get. So it's like, okay, we're going for 1 day and I still have to take off of work for that. And then we have to be home because I don't have any other days to be able to take off.
Yeah, it's all your PTOs for Country Thunder, right?
Well, yeah. And I guess that's my vacation every year, is that I go out there for the week and stuff like that. Right. But when it comes to summer and stuff like that, just never really had any plans.
No, I bet you we fall more into that. I really do. I bet you we're more of a majority. I bet you we are. I bet you we just went here.
But you hear in the news how, airlines are expecting record travel.
It's because they're at 65% of what they used to fly, Jim. That's why they've reduced flights so much. Of course they're busy.
Well, yeah, but when they say record number of people flying, that's not per airplane. That's record
number, but they're still doing it on a.
If 10 years ago 10,000 people flew, and this year 12,000 people flew.
I understand exactly what you're saying there, but they're. We're not getting into this.
Do the math for me. No, I want to understand.
The math ain't mathing.
You know what? I'm about ready to take this damn thing.
Yeah, there's no math on the itinerary.
All right.
It's all other things.
No, it goes in. We already kind of talked about best summer vacation. Do you have a best summer vacation that you?
No, the best. So I never really had a worst because. Worst summer vacation for spending it with your dad every fucking summer. That we freaking did.
Jesus. I said best.
No, the best. Not with a family, and I guess that's depressing to say. I mean, it was with friends of mine from Southwest, and we'd plan summer trips somewhere and go 3 or 4 days when I worked. So I think that's when my best summers were. But it wasn't with family. I know it sounds depressing, but mine wasn't with family.
I think the one that I can only really remember that was in the summer was when my cousin Timmy, like one day was like, "What time are you getting off of work?" And I was like, "Whatever time." He's like, "Okay, I'm going to pick you up and we're going to go to San Diego." Because like all of the other cousins were already there and either he was going or he randomly decided he wanted to go. So I remember he picked me up from work and like we went to the gas station, got gas and just left.
Yeah, that was not my favorite.
Gotcha.
That was her first vacation without me.
How old were you?
That
15.
was 15, 16.
Yeah, I'd be a little worried. Well, but you're
10.
with that very trustable individual on Timmy. So
Timmy was the only one I trusted. I didn't trust the rest of my family. Say, I'll treat her like shit.
That's a whole other show.
It's okay, we didn't need to
All
go
right,
there, but
anyway.
But yeah, that was.
Enter therapy here.
But yeah, I remember that one, and I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad I finally let you.
But that was
grow up
another
and-
just kamikaze one.
Yeah.
You know, we got there
Yeah,
freaking
and
like midnight or I don't
think
remember
we're
what
all
time.
on that. That
Got
really
there
our
midnight
finest-
and couldn't get into the hotel room, and Dad's freaking out that his 15-year-old daughter's sleeping in a car and ready to drive over and pick you
Listen,
up.
it was
She
because
could have been drunk and stoned too, Jim. Okay.
Sandra fat ass
I
wouldn't let us
know.
check into the room in the middle of the night for whatever reason. So blame Sans La Fat ass.
Sans a little fat ass. All right.
What is
The hotel that we stay
what
at,
is really the name of the hotel?
it's called Sans La Jolla.
Sans La Jolla.
Everywhere we used to
You were in La
go.
Jolla?
Yeah, no, we go to La Jolla. Every time we went, we stayed there. They remodeled, but we stay somewhere else now because it's right on the beach.
Screw you, La Jolla.
I want to stay there since they remodeled. I want to see what it's like. But like I said, this new place, I'll spend the extra $100, $200
La Jolla,
to
you
be
suck. I'll go to Malibu.
right on the beach instead of having to waste the gas to
Oh,
drive.
now wait.
and
That
park
brings
and-
up the vacation we took to San Diego and Disneyland. We went to SeaWorld. We stayed at the Catamaran there right across from SeaWorld.
SeaWorld now sucks.
SeaWorld
but
does suck.
back then, the picture that I have that I love so much with you on the banister, we had this 12-story, really nice room. We spent a ton of money on this vacation. We were at SeaWorld, and then we drove up the coast to and went to Disneyland. Your Uncle Keith came with us on that trip, right, Carla? Anyway,
I don't remember that.
but anyway, I remember that.
Yeah,
that
Uncle
was a
Keith.
cool.
Mhm.
That was a cool vacation that we took one summer.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
Yeah, I mean,
I was
it's
too
not.
young.
I mean, there's.
My itinerary.
I guess. I hope. But I bet you we're in the majority. I bet you there's a lot of them just like us. Or if you were, again, if you had a kid that excelled in sports, your vacation was basically already predetermined for you what you were going to have to do. So, but yeah, I like that. I mean, I thought we'd start off summer. I mean, we're a little late with it. We probably should have did around Memorial Day.
Yeah,
but,
man. Whatever.
but hell,
We're late for everything.
People are starting. And it made me thinking because I'm leaving on Tuesday for and that's it's a vacation. I'm
Wait for our
calling
big Independence Day special in mid-August.
it. It's just.
All right. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about summer movies and are they still a thing? We're back. All right. Welcome back to Thomas Cook Warp World.
Thomas Cook presents.
Thomas
Thomas
Cook.
Cook presents
I
our
have now
world.
changed my name to Thomas Cook. I know that's how I want to be
We
referenced.
all Thomas Cook.
Yes, Thomas. So Thomas, tell me. Yes, Thomas.
All right. We all know Mark's favorite movie is Christmas Vacation, but before that was
Right,
the original.
We want to talk about. We're going to talk about is the summer blockbuster done? Are movies done? Now we're going to reminisce about some big summer blockbusters, of course, but this big conversation includes her big time because the movies are kind of done for millennials.
Well,
They're
here,
not-
this is weird. I'm going to go through these really quick. These are Entertainment Weekly's top 10 summer blockbusters. They aren't on the amount of money. They are what Entertainment Weekly thinks were the biggest movies
of all time.
of all time.
Of all time, okay.
So, number 10, Animal House, released in 78. Number 9, Ghostbusters, released in 84. Forrest Gump, 94. Mad Max Fury Road in 2015. E.T. in 82. Raiders of the Lost Ark in 81. The Dark Knight in 2008. Jurassic Park in 93. Star Wars in 77. And number 1 is Jaws in 75.
So the newest one was 2015, which is a remake of the original.
What?
Nothing. Which is wild. Why? I never even thought Mad Max Wild.
I didn't like it. I remember seeing the first Mad Max and left.
I didn't even
Oh, I love
watch
them both.
any
I
of
love
those
them both.
movies on
But
that
where
list.
is Top Gun? And now Top Gun Maverick was the only freaking blockbuster that I can remember in the last 10 years. I mean,
What justifies it to be a blockbuster, though?
I guess now it is just, do you even go to the movies? Me and Holly went to the movies, I think, 3 months ago for a Will Ferrell rendition, which was really cute, of A Christmas Carol, by the way. But we're the only ones in the movie theater. We were it.
I just don't think. Top Gun Maverick last year.
And that's still, it was a
like
blockbuster.
Entertainment
There's
Weekly
20 people in the thing.
Entertainment Weekly. They're pretty, you know, and they didn't even put Top Gun on their list.
Yeah, my summer, I would have not included a lot of those. If
Me either.
I'm going summer, so summer blockbusters is something you had to see, and sometimes you had to see it twice.
You were waiting. You were anticipating all winter
for
long
it to come out. Do you?
But what classifies that as
It's usually
a
like if it clears
blockbuster?
$100 million in a weekend.
Yeah,
or,
your
$100
opening
million
weekend
in
is some
revenue.
record breaker. I mean, Marvel ruined it.
Yeah.
Marvel, took over the summer blockbuster thing. Everyone's waiting for the Marvel stuff. No one cares about anything.
Yeah, there's
else.
no original, but that's a whole nother show. But
Yeah.
that's why we're talking about, because like my top 10 isn't anything close to that. And I mean, I don't have specific top 10, but I know.
Yeah, I couldn't.
I don't put Animal House. Now, they don't make movies like Animal House
Now,
anymore. They can't. I mean,
interestingly enough, when I was doing research on this, the term blockbuster was created in 1975. Was when they first started to come up with. Well, Jaws was the first summer blockbuster ever.
Dun
dun.
Then they started calling stuff summer blockbusters. But
So really quick, Jim, I want you to give me that list again, starting from the bottom.
number 10, Animal House.
Okay.
141.6 million.
Okay, but they cannot make Animal House again today because it would just be shot down. The woke movement that can't be remade. What's after that?
Number 9, Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. They tried to redo, bombed.
Yeah.
So
Ghostbusters Afterlife wasn't bad.
No. I'm talking when they rebooted
Remade
it
with the women.
the
Yeah.
women.
Right. So right, which I'm trying to be nice here, but that bombed. Okay, so
All right, number 8, Forrest Gump, 678 million.
Forrest Gump will never be redone. That's classic. So.
Number 7, Mad Max, 415 million.
Which was a
Which
remake.
was a remake.
Yeah. E.T., 792
E.T.
million.
I'm glad they never did a him coming back. Wouldn't
that be cool though?
Coming back home.
I would like
E.T.
to
coming
kind
back
of
home.
see it like with the CGI nowadays.
If they did it right, because they had the three of them on Drew Barrymore's show, and it was really cool to see them all together. I'd like to see if it was done right, if it was done well.
It wouldn't be so. No.
Right.
I don't. I mean, that's one. Okay, next one. So it's
all right. Number 5, Raiders of the Lost Ark. 300.
Yeah, they've made a ton of those.
billion.
So they've made a ton.
Yeah,
of
they're
those.
coming out with one this year. This is
I know.
that's this year's summer blockbusters. Raiders of the Lost Ark Part 5.
So, anyways, that goes. Okay, so that doesn't count. They can
Walker
remake
of Destiny
those.
or something.
I'm talking about movies that can actually not really remake anymore, but
The Dark Knight. They've
100 times.
Yeah, that came out 1 billion. Jurassic Park.
Yeah, they've made
10
nothing
of
but
those.
that.
Yeah. Star Wars.
Yeah.
The original Star Wars can't be remade. I don't think they'll ever try to.
They've tried. So really, the only
And then Jaws.
movie that can't be remade on that list is Animal House.
Yeah.
The other ones have either been remade or done. So, but I mean, Ferris Bueller's Day Off isn't on there.
What I tried to start with was the original Vacation. I mean, Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, Anthony Michael Hall.
It started a trilogy in movies.
Yeah,
it
started out. It's an icon.
Yeah,
it had the great icon.
4 or 5: Vacation, European Vacation, Christmas Vacation, Vegas Vacation.
Yeah,
Didn't they tried to remake that?
They did.
Yeah,
they did. Someone played Rusty.
Sudeikis.
son.
Sudeikis played
Jason
his son.
Sudeikis. Yeah, Christine Applegate played his wife. Yeah.
Anyway, I watched it
It was terrible.
Yeah,
it was terrible.
It wasn't very good at all. Yeah, I was really disappointed.
So this year, like I said, the only thing I know that's coming is Raiders of the Lost Ark, and that's my question is this because I don't watch movies anymore? The last movie I saw in the movie theater was, I believe, the last Star Wars.
Well, I want a millennium. Do people go to the movies anymore?
I feel like COVID ruined the movies.
Oh, I think absolutely you're right.
Because you couldn't go to the movies.
I did see Top Gun Maverick last year.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no. I haven't gone to the movies in a very long time because, one, I didn't really like going because I freaking talk too much because of my ADHD.
I fall asleep.
It's just there hasn't been any movie that I'm like, yep, I want to go to the theater to see that.
And there hasn't been anything original They're all capped. You're right. They're all Marvel or freaking.
We
what's the
also
other
live
one?
in this time right now too that you wait 2 months and it's on Amazon Prime. You can spend the $20 to watch it at home.
Right.
It's unfortunate because the movie-going experience used to be.
It used to be a big thing.
Yeah,
But
you went to the
people
movies.
People also ruined it because you have people like me. I will put myself in the category a little bit that talk throughout the movie, or they bring their child, or they're chomping on popcorn or making ruffly noises. And
well, now these movie theaters, you can order dinner and you have clinking glasses and forks on plates.
It really is.
You have the waiters coming around. So for me personally, and then the ticket price. That's a huge part too.
Yeah.
If I'm going to spend $20 on the movie, I'm going to wait until I can watch it at home and have a little movie night of my own.
Yeah, that's why I think that the movie theaters got to rethink that. They're the Blockbuster. Why didn't they think of this before? They had to know that they were going to be phased out eventually, but they didn't. There's not one movie theater like AMC or freaking Harkins, or there's other ones back east that are huge. Cinemark, but that they didn't think about this.
They brought in the drinking booze and
the
recliners and eating dinner.
But I don't think people want it.
No, people liked that.
Oh, I do. I don't mind it.
More. Well, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people in general. That's why a lot of them, there was only one AMC in the Valley that had it. Timmy worked at it. And then all of a sudden, all of the AMCs had the bar and dinner and this and that and the recliners.
But one of my very first jobs was AMC movie theaters.
I remember that.
That's where I worked there. And it was Friday nights were packed. We were turning people away. They were sold out. I mean, it was everybody was at the movies.
But also, you didn't have a phone that gave it to you within 2 seconds.
It was the late 80s, early 90s. I get it. But
especially with Netflix and Amazon.
And that's
Hulu.
never going to happen again. But it was a big deal. You would ask a girl out, you want to go to the movies. That's what what you did. I mean, it was a big deal.
Netflix and chill now.
Yep. Now it's Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill.
Which, I mean, that I think
so basically, you're going
gone.
down to what you're saying. Is there ever going to be another summer?
Yeah, that's my
Blockbuster?
question. Is the summer Blockbuster gone?
I don't think so, and I think Maverick bought it back with Top Gun.
Agreed.
I don't think it's gone yet.
I think that was a big thing.
I think it has a way shorter shelf life.
Oh, okay. Now, barring Indiana Jones, because it's part of a franchise, everyone's waiting to see 100-year-old Harrison Ford and the Walker of Destiny or whatever it's called.
The Walker to Jello.
I'm going to go see it, of course, because it's Indiana Jones. But the question is, anything that's non-franchised, what is there? What's anyone waiting for? What's the big thing?
My movie, The Transportation Department, but that's another show. But
20 years in the making.
But it is the truth. Transformers, they've made 100 of those. How many freaking?
Oh yeah, new Transformers.
The Fast and the Furious. Can they freaking? Now they're talking of spinning off 10 of them. How many more are you gonna make?
Those movies are so frustrating.
The Fast and the
Elderly.
Elderly.
The problem too is that I know I can't wait until they're in their walker or not walkers, but their motorized scooters.
The Fast and Furious 30 dial ride.
It's crazy, man. It's just stupid.
Drifting on.
Well,
nobody's
that's the problem
creative.
too. Is that no one's creative, and then also they're taking these old stories and then they're remaking them, like The Little Mermaid. That whole thing, leaving the whole woke whatever outside of it, they completely changed the movie. The director said, "I don't want it to be like the cartoon."
Yeah.
Then why didn't you make a separate movie?
Have you seen it?
The new one, no, because I refuse.
Okay.
No, I agree, because The Little Mermaid should be really all the Disney should just be passed down originally the way they, unless they have, if they were racially overtoned or something in some spots of them. You got
the movie is the movie. If you want to make another one, make another Little Mermaid or the not as Little Mermaid or the Big Mermaid.
They redid the Lion King exactly, and it wasn't as good. I didn't like it. So I mean, the original Lion King was incredible. The second one, I was like, all right, I'm not. It's okay. And then I'm trying to. I don't know. At Disney movies, you just got to keep making, because they're generations of They've created.
Yeah, just come up with something else. Quit remaking stuff.
Do the live action version of Little Mermaid.
But every kid should know Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and every kid should know The Little Mermaid, and
Really,
every
though?
kid. I mean, from all the way.
They changed the story from the cartoon. So that's the problem that I'm having, that The Little Mermaid isn't about whatever, or it doesn't have the song, or her fucking blue dress is not the right blue dress.
Any story that keeps on getting passed down in between me and Jim. I once caught a fish this big, so it just keeps on. It just keeps on getting different,
Then make a whole new story about a
Yeah,
mermaid.
make a new movie. You can base it on that. Like I said, Another Little Mermaid or The Bigger Mermaid or something.
The bigger mermaid.
The plus size mermaid.
The bigger
I'll take
black
it.
mermaid. What the hell you dreamer God?
Come
Well,
on.
my point is, don't remake stuff. Make another version of it from another point of view. Something, don't remake the same movie. Do a different point of view of that movie.
Of Disney, I agree with
Just
that.
in movies in general.
But in Disney movies, kids,
In movies
every
in
kid
general.
from 90 to 5 knows a Disney movie.
Well, yeah, but all right. So Kayla's Disney world started with The Lion King, but ours was more the Snow White, maybe.
Right,
Or,
but that was
Snow
our
White
parent-
was made in the 50s.
Right, but what I'm talking about is those stories are passed down to kids that pass them down to their kids that pass them down to Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. You are not looking up Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Wasn't that made in the 30s?
Yeah,
Maybe,
it's been a
maybe.
long,
It's been
long
a-
time.
yeah.
Whenever Mickey Mouse came around.
Well, Mickey Mouse was 27, so
He's
Snow White
100.
shortly
Yeah,
after
he is
that.
100 years
It's
old.
been in 1937 is when
1937.
Yeah,
Snow
so
White,
that's
okay.
what I'm saying. But that's what those movies I feel should be passed down to kids, generations to because this is you can relate. If your grandpa can take their grandkid to go see Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, they'll relate to that.
Yeah, but they're not going to relate when the movie is completely different
Right.
from
So
what
what
they
she's
know.
saying, The Little
Right.
Mermaid, the story's completely different.
But that makes Grandpa go, "Wow, that's a little different than the one."
There was a remake they did recently, though, I was okay with. I can't remember what it was.
It was probably not okay.
You probably didn't get William Scott's okay, or what was our guy's name?
Tom Cook.
Tom Cook.
Thomas Cook.
Tom Cook didn't give us the okay
Tom
on
Nook.
that. So it's
Do you
The
remember the
little
argument
raccoon.
about Iron Eagle and Top Gun?
Iron Eagle.
Remember the movie
This
Iron
is
Eagle,
the one
Louis
I
Gossett
think,
Jr.?
Oh my God! Yeah, that are we? Is this on the itinerary? Are we going on? I do remember that movie.
Iron Eagle was always accused of being a Top Gun ripoff. So here's the deal. I found this earlier. I thought it was funny. Iron Eagle release date, January 17th, 1986. Top Gun release date, May 12th. So, May 12th, Top Gun ripped off Iron Eagle. There you go. Tom Cruise, you suck.
Dear Lord. Okay.
And-
all right.
And Top Gun's budget was $3 million less than Iron Eagle. So it's a cheap ripoff.
Wow.
I don't even know what you're talking
But
about.
which made more money?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Exactly.
Who
So,
starred in Iron
yeah,
Robot?
who had a career? That
Louis
was,
Gossett Jr. and some dude with
Who?
funky hair. Exactly.
Bless
It's Louis Gossett Jr. You should
He was big back in the
Google
80s.
him. You should. Hey, Louis. He's as big as what was it? Danny Glover.
Yeah.
No, Danny
I
Glover.
know. I just found out. I thought that was.
Well,
that was a
all
little-
right, all right. When we come back, we're going to do what's coming up like as every weekly thing, Warp Weird News. So we're going to be right back, guys. Stick around.
Right.
Warped World News.
It's spanning the internet to find you the weirdest shit we could find.
We got some weird shit.
Warped World News. Mark, what do you got?
I have. So I wonder if you guys have seen this. So it's the most. It was. I look at a lot of dumb news. I got a lot of time during the week. In Illinois, this guy got arrested because in his sleep he was dreaming that an intruder came in. So he sleepwalked, picked up his gun, shot himself in the leg, and freaking they called 911. They came and arrested him because
For shooting himself.
because he didn't have a licensed gun. So this guy he was asleep, sleepwalking, and they got him for reckless endangerment and just not having a concealed weapon license. But he dreamt that there was an intruder in the house, sleepwalked, cocked his gun, and shot himself. I mean, that's just stupid. That's stupid shit. I mean, there are this. And I don't know who reports these. Where do you get that? Who's reporting that? Hey, go get the guy that shot himself. Oh, come on, really? If you're at the
Yeah,
station,
that poor news guy's. Oh crap! We gotta cover the idiot.
it's like doing the damn cat pageant. What the hell? What's that? Oh, that's next week, guys. Just crazy. All right, Jim, what's your weird news?
All right, I got one here. It's a little political, but stay with me. Okay?
Oh,
'Cause- no. Just slightly political, just because it's. I just can't believe this guy did this. It's people like this are just unbelievable. And you'll understand what I'm saying when I read it. Texas Republican Representative Dan Crenshaw used his glass eye to jokingly send a message to the referees of the GOP team when the GOP team defeated the Democrats. This congressman has a glass eye. He won? They won 4-2. He was still pissed at the refs, so he says, well, the refs only have 2 eyes, so I'm going to leave him one, and pops his eye out on TV. I watched this, and drops it in his trophy cup. Now, for those of you that don't know, I have a glass eye. I've had it since I was 2. This is where karma hits me, because this is the only second time in my life I've seen someone else take their eye out.
I was just going to say, were you proud or were you upset? I'm wondering which one you was.
Because the second time, I'm like, ew.
Because look at the smile on his face. He's like, he took his eye out, and then he's like, he's pumping his fist in the air over here, guys.
No, what cracked me up was because this guy did this, and I'm like, ew. And the first time I saw it was on that show, How It's Made. I saw a guy do it. I'm like, same thing, ew. And I've been doing that to people my whole life. So for those of you that ever see me take my eye out, I am sorry.
And he does. He cleans it. He does like the thing too. He's like,
What were they doing?
I'm sorry. They were playing a soccer game. The annual 9th annual congressional soccer match.
I was gonna say, are they playing like Scrabble?
Yeah, it was 4-2.
Wordle?
No, I'll read the story. Republicans were up 2-1 over the Democrats at halftime, and before going into the clinch win with 2 more goals, so they won 4-2. While lifting the trophy during a celebration with his team,
well, I know why they were losing. They had a one-eyed guy playing soccer.
They won. His team
the other way.
You can only see out of the right. He's trying to kick the ball. It's on the other side, Senator. It's on the other side.
You can't see on his right side.
Just kick it on his left. Just kick it on his left, guys.
That's how they did it to me all in school. Fuck you, Mark. So it says the ref has 2 eyeballs, but they don't want to use them.
And once I was replaced at half, we won the game 4-2.
So anyway,
this was a fun show. I think this was fun.
I got one more.
Oh my God! Ding, 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 ding. All right.
Kayla, do you have any? Did you find any? Okay.
No.
This I find really weird. I'm going to try to do this without adding all extra numbers in. In Copenhagen, Denmark, a wealthy driver was fined 121,000 euros. That's 129,000 American dollars for speeding.
Euro trash.
So apparently in Finland, Denmark, whatever.
I think they're 2 different countries, Jim.
No, well, okay. So this guy says Copenhagen, Denmark, but he region of Finland in the Baltic Sea, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Apparently their speeding tickets are based on their income. So this guy who's wealthy, who owns half the country or whatever, was doing 20 miles over. He was doing 50 and a 30, and he was fined $129,544.
Jesus.
$129,540 because
they could.
Yeah, because he makes that much money.
Yeah.
So Finland has decided that when you get a speeding ticket, it's going to be based on your income. There's actually a bill in New York to do the same thing.
You can't do that. It's going to just
Absolutely not.
No, it's and I hate to say this. It's going to be poverty driven. It will drive crime through the. You can't do that.
No, because you think about it. Okay, so a guy gets a parking ticket and it's $200. Can't pay it because he's poor. But if it's based on his income and it's only $30,
and do you not think he would do that continuously?
And pay
tell his friend
and
how
you have to
do
pay
it.
the $30 or end up in jail.
Right, but the rich guy's got to pay $300. Do you not think these?
Yeah, and you base it on their income. The rich guy is going to pay $500. The poor guy's going to pay $20.
Crime would be through the roof. Crime would be.
I'm not for or against it. I'm just saying that's their thought. Is if their fine is lower, they will pay it.
It's stupid. That's what I mean. I get what their thought is, but to me, it's very stupid.
All right. Yeah. Well, we'll never make newscasters because we can't even read a damn story.
No, but we did. But we did stay on script, did we not? Guys, are we going to sign this? We got who's this getting? Okay. We're auctioning this off. This script, guys. It's going to have all our signatures.
We're going to give this a good giveaway. Mark and Kayla have totally trashed theirs. So.
I know. Mine is in pristine condition. If
I see a wrinkle right there, top right corner. I see a wrinkle over here in the left corner.
Man, I quit looking at my face. I'm 53, so shut the hell up, goddamn it. So that's bullshit.
If you want a signed autographed copy of our first
shit.
Articles of Incorporation.
No.
Our staff meeting.
Our Constitution bylaws, if you like that.
You're going to go to our Facebook page. You're going to say, I listened. All you got to do is say, I listened and I shared. You have to comment that you listened.
You have to what?
Yeah.
Just want to know if you're listening.
Come on,
Please.
Bud, let's go.
One person just say I'm listening. Like
I'm listening. Okay,
like
and
Fraser Crane.
share the show. You can choose
to 600 people, and then you will get.
You just have to share the show. You can get an autographed
Is it going to
copy
be
of our
original, or is it going to be a fax copy?
No, I will save these copies. I'll laminate the damn things. I don't care.
I think we should. You know how most people make like their first $1 and they frame it. We're doing this with our first.
Yeah, we're a year in. We actually have our first.
Did we cover
itinerary.
everything on it, Jim? Check.
Let's see here.
Kayla, talk here.
Okay, we'll talk here. What's coming up? Anniversary party.
Oh my God, he's reading the whole time. We just did an hour and a half show.
And I wondered if
Kayla didn't talk about Warp News.
My warped news is I have to sit in this shit every week.
Is that the only thing that we didn't cover?
Yeah, that's really.
Wow.
See, we stayed on track.
So the
and
only
look at
thing he
this.
missed was intro music here. That's what he
We are
did.
only at 100 or an hour and 4 minutes instead of the 20 that we usually have to edit down. All right, so we want to thank everybody for listening.
We have to edit down. I don't ever.
No, yeah, you guys don't edit shit.
So make sure you guys stay tuned for the next couple episodes.
I want to make the details of the test or not the test.
If you get, you got to take a test.
Details
There's a test on it.
on the contest. Go to the Facebook page, like and share and comment, and then you can win the autographed copy of the itinerary. All right,
Oh my
thanks
God,
everybody for listening.
What the hell is
Join
going-
us at
That
facebook.com/our world
contest ever in the history of contests, Jim. I'm
You
sorry.
can listen to someone else's podcast
Yeah,
and
you
get
know
like a
what?
fucking paid
That
vacation
is the
by
worst
Tom Nook.
contest in the history of contests.
You know what? They're going to win the autographed copy of our first
You're gonna
staff meeting.
Can you not put like a $5 Starbucks
No.
gift card
Oh,
attached
Because
to
you
it?
never paid
I
out.
was willing
Wait,
to pay
I have a $10
everybody.
gift card. I'll throw in a $10 Starbucks gift card. I do have one. I have
we
it in
go.
my possession. I am not marked. I will pay
You know
up.
what's going to happen? We're going to get somebody to do it. And he's going to, well, I've got $3 on it. I would say.
All right, we're out of here. Thanks everyone for listening.
Goodbye,
Please like and share
everyone.
the show. Bye.